I am still, regardless of what, going to keep in a rumor pile, but everybody's going freaking crazy. I don't know how many people have messaged me asking me if I heard about this, what is going on, and I know you're probably thinking right now, oh god, what is FORNEVER about to talk about? Katekyo Hitman Reborn fans, in case you don't know about Katekyo Hitman Reborn, it was a big deal. Like, back in the day, there was a few select series that was like, yo, after Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, they might be the next ones. It was Fairy Tail, you know what happened with Fairy Tail, and Katekyo Hitman Reborn was a part of that collective of the next ups. Now, unfortunately, Reborn never actually made it, but it was still a huge series. I love that freaking series. It lasted, like, it had an anime with 200 plus episodes. The manga was like 400 plus chapters. It was a crazy, crazy run. However, the anime never got finished. It finished off the Future arc, which was an insanely good arc. I love that arc of Hitman Reborn, but there was still a few more arcs after that the manga did. What is the Shimon family? Damn, it's been a minute. But according to this big announcement, I don't know, because it says here that Hitman Reborn is rumored to be getting a new anime adaptation, and this is just one of the places. One place I saw it had been up for like a few hours, and it had like 11,000 likes on the tweet. Now again, it could all just be some guy named Chris, but considering the fact, if you've been following FORNEVER News, which you definitely should, we talked about this a few months back, that they announced a big Katekyo Hitman Reborn committee that they put together. Obviously, it was, you know, to get it sorted with the products and stuff like that, but considering the fact that they see the outpour of love for Bleach, a lot of these companies are probably looking like, yo, those series that we kind of abandoned and did dirty last decade, we could bring them back and make money. Like, yeah, Magi the Labyrinth of Magic, you motherfuckers, bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back. Yeah, did Shinobu Otaka dirty, and that's why she left Shogakukan and went to Weekly Shonen magazine. Like, you can't do the guy wrong and then just like, yo, what you doing? And I'm kind of just curious how that would work, right? Because there's a very big difference. Like, I'm not delusional here, between Reborn and Bleach. Bleach, to this day, is still one of the highest selling manga of all time, and while Reborn was a hit, it wasn't as popular as Bleach. So I'm wondering if it were to return, if this isn't just rumor, if this is maybe marketing games, marketing 101, like, yo, test the poll, see how people are feeling about a reaction to Reborn returning, how they would do it. Like, are they gonna just do a big recap? Because again, there's like 200 plus episodes of the anime. Now granted, the anime kind of didn't really have too much filler, and the filler arcs in Reborn, honestly, Reborn is one of the few long running shonen that had really good filler. Like, the filler actually gave you answers to things you cared about and whatnot. So I'm like, it's not like they could cut out a ton of filler. Maybe the pacing would be better or something if they was to try and do a reboot from the ground up. I would freaking love that. Cut out a lot of the daily life arc, because in case you don't know, Hitman Reborn has a lot of what feels like filler, which was basically like that the manga started off damn near like a gag series. It's like, hey, this little mafia guy shows up and he tells this Izuku Midoriya type of character. He's like the original Midoriya character, Tsunayoshi Sawada. Yo, you about to be the boss of like a mafia crew and whatnot, and he's like scared to death. And there's like, I don't even remember, like 10-20 episodes of them just like goofing and gagging around, him getting mad and his clothes explode and stuff like that. Hopefully, if they were to do it that way, they would cut out a lot of that. However, if they decided to go the route of maybe like a recap episode, a bunch of marketing to get people, you know, reminded about the old series, I'm gonna bet this. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna bet this. I personally feel like they're going to be putting out Reborn as a reboot anime, and here's why. Discotech Media, they're a company that they license a lot of Blu-ray and DVDs of series that probably didn't necessarily make it to where they should have. Like, they released the DVDs of Beelzebub. They released a lot of more smaller series that was still, you know, they had a fan base but didn't really take off. One of the things I noticed is that they usually get the license for series that, you know, especially if there's word of the series returning, they'll get the license to the old anime because there's about to be a new adaptation of it. This is what happened with, if I'm not mistaken, Shaman King. They got the old Shaman King anime, and then boom, Netflix is like, yo, we got a new one. I wouldn't be surprised if Netflix or any of these giant conglomerates that the anime industry has become have been like, yo, we want that Reborn series. Let's make a brand new one. Yeah, we don't care about the old one. It's old. The first 100 episodes is like an SD and stuff. Like, let's remake it from the ground up. That could be where they're going with it, and I would not be mad at all. Also, bring back Akira Amano with a follow-up. Let's see the days of Tsunayoshi Sawada being the Vongola boss. I want to see him as the boss. That was one of the biggest complaints, that we didn't get to see him as the full-on Vongola boss, aside from in the Future arc. Like, one page would have solved all that. So I'm wondering if we're going that route. Either way, it's really, really fun to hear that something might be going on with Reborn. We know there's a committee. We know that there's a lot of backing behind it. I want that Reborn anime, and I want it now. And if it's a reboot and it's done quality and they cut out a lot of the shit that I don't care about, yeah, I'll take it. And also Yu Yu Hakusho and Magi, like, if y'all want to do, just saying.